Cheers, vinyl community. How you doing? I'm Gary. Physical format rock and roll. Hey, we're paying tribute to two amazing members of the vinyl community here. So let's get started. First, I got a package in the mail from Josh over at the flip side, the vinyl community with JC. You guys have heard me go on and on about Josh many times. I feel like if he had a shirt that said God's gift to the vinyl community and wore it, it would not be ironic at all. It would be true. I love Josh. He's one of my best friends. I think he's one of the most amazing members of the vinyl community. And he's one of the reasons why I have a channel. So blame him. So he sent me something. I have no idea what it is. I'm going to open it up. I will say the package is kind of damaged on this, so I'm hoping whatever is in here is okay. I mean, it might be a pair of socks. I don't know. If it is, that's fantastic. Everybody needs socks. So, let's see what it is here. Oh my gosh, Josh knows me. Josh knows me. Look at this. Ghoul music. Wow, by Frankie Stein and his Ghouls. This looks like some kind of repress thing. I am guessing from, I don't know, I would guess maybe this is from the 60s or something. I am not familiar with this, but this is so cool. Oh man, I want to see if I can get this open without, I don't have my glasses on. I can't really see it that well. If I don't get this just right, I will cut into it, and I don't want to do that. I want to leave this on here. I really want to see this vinyl, though, but I'm afraid to do it right now. Thank you so much, Josh. Josh knows that I love Halloween. I love Halloween records and stuff. Matter of fact, we just had this conversation not that long ago. He loves it, too. We're both big fans of, like, Universal Pictures, all the real old ones and stuff, and Hammer films. Thank you, Josh. This is fantastic. I love it. This is great. I can't wait to play it. I don't even know what it is, but I love it. I love it. Thank you, Josh. You are the best. Go check out Josh. I know you already have, for God's sakes. But anyway, next up. Now I wanted to, another guy from out east, right? And that, the way I'm pointing, that is east. Is Mike over at MGK Boston. So Mike has a thread going on, and I wanted to participate in it. Now, his thread was 5 albums that you were listening to when you were 12 or 13. Okay, so I respect Mike. Mike's a great American. I love this country. I love Mike from MGK Boston, so I'm not going to do anything to try to deviate that. So I only picked albums that I actually had at that time when I was 13 and that I was listening to. Okay, first off, I mean, this is the elephant in the room here. I can't get away from this, and that would be Kiss. So this, actually, Kiss Alive 2, I was listening to this when I was 12 and 13, so there you go. I got it when I was 12 and was obviously still listening to it a lot when I was 13. Most of you are familiar with Kiss Alive 2. At this point, actually, I had, even though I was only 13, you know, the money that I would get would go to Kiss records. I had every record except, I think, when I was 13, I didn't have all of the solo albums yet because, you know, there was 4 of them. Took me a while to build that up. The first 2 that I got Paul's and Ace. So there you go. These are the ones I had. If at that time period, 1978, when I was 13, if you didn't like Kiss, I probably would not be your friend. Next up, Aerosmith rocks. This was the only one I had yet at that time. I would go on later to get more Aerosmith, you know, when I could afford it. But I played the shit out of this record. God, I love it. I still love it. But man, I mean, this was just so, to me, heavy at the time and just so much going on in there. God, I love this record so much. Aerosmith rocks. Next up, my first ever Rush record, Rush, Farewell to Kings. Fell in love with this. Still my favorite Rush album. Probably because, you know, maybe it was my first one. I don't know, but, you know, just what a perfect album, and a 10-star record to me. This is great. I remember, you know, falling in love with Rush. The other Rush that I had at that time, I saved up money and I bought this Rush Archives, which was their first 3 albums in here. Unfortunately, I had some issues when my records went into storage. Some of them got ruined. My basement flooded. This is one of the casualties. You can see the water damage there. I saved it. The records, I don't play. They're not good. But I have gotten new copies of Fly By Night and Caress of Steel. I just need to find me a decent copy of the debut album. But Rush, big fan of Rush already at that young age. There's the albums that were on there. Next up, now here was a discovery. Here was something new, a new band when I was 13 that blew my mind. Van Halen 1, the debut. Oh my gosh, I can still remember this thing coming out. Had a cousin, you know, who lived in the big city of Toledo. You know, said, oh, do you know Van Halen? No, I don't. Well, you got to listen to him. I went out, I bought this record, the guitar on here. I remember my best buddy, Kenny, calling. I go, come here, man, you got to listen to this record. What is this guy doing? He's playing so fast. It's so crazy. You know, we didn't know the whole tapping thing and everything. Just a fantastic debut record. Jesus, God, Van Halen 1. And then finally, hey, if you guys know this channel, you probably know I was listening to ABBA at this time, right? These were the 2 records I had at that time, Arrival and Album. This is my favorite ABBA album. Love it. Love this stuff. Love these records then. Love them now. So there you go. Those were the records I was actually listening to when I was 12 and 13. When I was 13, I went with 13. So there you go. Go check out MGK Boston. Mike, one of the best guys in the vinyl community. One of my favorite channels. He's so funny. I love the guy. Go check out Josh. Josh is a brother. Fantastic dudes. Go check them both out. Thanks for watching. I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Till the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.